Now let's create the desktop here, and for that you need to insert this rounded rectangle, remove its outline, and then change its rotation, and now it's isometric. So this is the base of our desktop screen. Now let's fill the gradient color. The color should be in sync with the background. Slightly increase its depth to give a 3D look, and change its material, and you can also change the lighting as well. So I have made the gradient more vibrant. Now duplicate it, and we will reuse it. Change its orientation to the standing position. So this is the stand. So this is a rectangular shape, but in an isometric form, and you can place it like this. And you can change the gradient flow by interchanging the gradient stops. Now let's insert a rounded rectangle. Here we will create a screen. So let's keep the rounded corners to minimum, remove the outline, and again fill a nice gradient color, but it should match with our overall color scheme. If you see, we have only used 2 to 3 colors in our overall scheme, and rest of the colors are the different shades of the 3 main colors that we have used. One is dark blue, then one is purple, and third one is this vibrant blue. Now increase its depth, and you can see the screen is looking really beautiful. So we want to make the edges more beautiful and more vibrant, and change the material and the lighting to metallic, and you can align it to the center of the stand. Also change the gradient angle. Now duplicate it, and we want to create a panel at the back for the connector. So this is the back side of the desktop, where you can add the connecting cables. So it is just to give it a realistic look and feel. Doing some alignments here. Slightly increase the width of this base. Now go to insert, and let's create the content for this screen, the content that will be displayed on the screen. So we are creating few custom charts, and for that you need to insert this bar, remove its fill. We will only need the outlines here. Now duplicate and place next to it, slightly increase its height, again duplicate, and just keep on duplicating it and changing the height of these bars randomly. The idea here is to show a bar chart on the screen, and once you have enough like 9 to 10 bars, then you can align to bottom and your bar chart is ready. Now duplicate, remove its fill, and let's fill the gradient colors, and let's pick this vibrant blue and dark blue color. Now select all the colored bars, group them together and align with the chart that we had created. Now reduce the height and let's fill solid color here, and now change its orientation to isometric and place it here. Now go to the selection pane and select all the bars without the fill and increase the transparency of the line so that it blends with the desktop screen. You can keep the transparency between 40 to 80. Currently you can see the bars are not visible, so we need to reduce the transparency. Always use selection pane when you have lots of components on your screen. You can easily select the items. Now we need to create more charts. Let's first align it properly. Now go to insert text box and write a title for the chart. So I'm using monster at font. Sentence casing, change the font color to blue. You can also use white. And change the text rotation to isometric form, and you can place it over the chart. And now insert this circle, this pie circle, and we will create a couple of pie charts here and fill a gradient color. So here you can test different colors and try to see which color looks nice here, and you can always use more colors option. Now go to insert and insert a circle at the center. So we want to cut this shape, or you can say subtract this shape with this circle. So make sure the circle is at the center of this shape. Now you can fill a blue color to review how does it look. So let's keep a copy of it because we need two pie charts. Now subtract this circle and let's change the pie size here, and now subtract the circle using the merge shapes option. Now we have two pie charts, and change its color. You can use the more colors option to change the colors. Now you can align both these shapes and go to 3D rotation and change the angle, add some depth and move the outlines. and place the charts on the screen. And align these properly. Now duplicate the desktop screen and remove the 3D rotation and apply solid fill, white color, remove the outline, go to shapes and insert this triangle, flip horizontally and then flip vertically. Now go to merge shapes, edit points, and with the help of these anchor points add some curve. Now select both the shapes and click on intersect. Now fill the gradient color, and we need white color in our gradient stops, and we need only 2 gradient stops here. Add transparency on the bottom gradient stop, and now you can change the 3D rotation, decrease the depth to 0 and place the shape on the desktop. So this looks like a light reflection and it gives a very realistic look to the diagram. So you can see the desktop is ready here. So we have aligned the desktop to our main diagram. Now insert this rounded rectangle, again fill the gradient color matching with the background theme and change its 3D rotation. And increase its height and reduce its width. And now let's experiment with the colors so that it's visible. Currently it blends with the background, so it is not visible. Add invert shadows, remove the outline, so you can use these sliders under the shadow option and preview the best effect you want and apply it. And with the help of keyboard arrow keys you can move the item currently it's too dark, so let's add this vibrant blue color and reduce its height. So this is also done. So now comes the third component. Increase its height and width, and here we will place few 3D charts, or you can say 3D bars. And for that you need to insert this square, apply gradient fill, so here we have used format painter to apply the color of the base on this 3D shape, increase the depth, and now you can adjust the color. And place it here, and we need to add the shadow effect so that it feels connected with the bottom. and you can change the colors here, but the colors should be the shade of the color scheme that we are using. And you can apply linear gradient here. And you can adjust the settings like gradient direction, gradient type, and you can always zoom in on the slide to preview or to make sure that everything is aligned. Duplicate this bar and place next to the first one and increase the depth, so each bar will have a different height to give a 3D bar chart look. And randomly change the bar height, and then with the help of keyboard arrow keys you can match it or align it with the other bar charts. Now you can adjust the colors of each bar to give a different look and to add some variety. So the first one is purple, second one is dark blue. For the third we can pick this green color, and now you can see the bar chart is also ready. You can group the items, slightly increase the height and width, and adjust the items manually. Now duplicate this base here and keep the depth to 0. Fill black color, apply transparency effect, send to back. Go to effects option because we have duplicated this item and it has got some effects, so remove the effects material and the lighting, and now increase the transparency and you can see a beautiful shadow effect. Now duplicate it and place it on the second item, and similarly duplicate it and increase its height and width and send to back. So now you can see we have applied the shadow effects. Now insert this rounded rectangle, fill black color, and we need a gradient outline. And change its angle or orientation. Increase the transparency. So this is basically the connection that we have established between all these components. So now you have to increase the height and width so that the outline connects the every base that we have created. You can manually adjust it. Increase the height so that it also connects with the desktop. So now you can see this overall graphic looks really beautiful, colorful, and it looks like we have created it in some vector designing software, but you can see it's all possible in PowerPoint. All you need is some imagination and some creativity. And now let's color the base. Here we need to experiment until we get the best output. So I'm trying to see which color looks good here. So we don't need the outline here. And we have applied the invert shadow, increase the blurriness, and now let's play with the gradient color. I think 2 gradient colors stops are enough. And we need to change the shadow color to make it more light. Increase the transparency. And you can make one of the gradient stops more darker and apply radial gradient style. And now you can do the final touch-ups and the finishing to make it look beautiful. Slightly make it more brighter. Currently it's too dark, and move the pointer towards the purple color. And now you can group all the items. So you can move all these items. So the design is ready.